Lady Arabelle, are you sure you're not injured? Everything happened so fast at the keep.
Enough, Jakan. I've been dealing with worse villains since before you were born.
Over here, good looking. Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Remember that bit of trouble we had with the stolen medallions? Looks like we got a new problem now. We could use your help again. Lady Arabelle will be happy to see you too, I'm sure. Turns out the peace talks we were delivering those invitation medallions for is taking place right here on High Isle. Unfortunately, there's a new problem. Lady Arabelle can tell you all about it. Assuming you're interested in helping us again. Same as last time, gold and my undying gratitude. Plus, it'll help me work off my debt to Lady Arabelle. So what do you say, my friend? Ready to assist your best partner and favorite ally again? For old time's sake?
Lost another one. What could it be? Hey, patients can't go this far. Wait, you're not from the manor. Sorry for the stern healer voice. We have a crisis at Steadfast Manor and I'm frustrated. A mysterious affliction is weakening our patients. We're powerless against it. Steadfast Manor belongs to Lord Bacaro Veloise. He shares his home as a place of healing for both body and soul. Wounded from all sides in the Three Banners War recover here. But if this malady continues to spread, we may have to shutter it. Steadfast Manor isn't just a hospice. It's a place of reconciliation. Lord Bacaro sees our work here as a means to end the war. Perhaps you could help with our problem. Surely you've solved mysteries before. We can reward you for your efforts. I so appreciate your help. Even if you don't know alchemy or healing magic, just helping us learn more could be immensely useful. Go talk to Armin Damal at the manor. He's been looking into this malady. You can find him by the south gate. A soldier of the Daggerfall Covenant. A bit gruff, as you'd expect from a veteran, but I've seen how tenacious he is. I doubt he'll sleep until he learns the cause of the malady. Just don't take his tone personally. He's like that to everyone. Armin was one of our first patients. He's recovered from his wounds, so he could leave. I so appreciate your help. Even if you don't know alchemy or a soldier of the Dagger... Armin was one of our first patients. He's recovered from his wounds, so he could leave if he wished. But he lingers to provide security in case there's a fight. I think he sees real promise in the Society of the Steadfast mission. Honestly, not as often as you'd think. Most of the patients respect our goals. They know the soldiers from the other side are here to heal too. But tempers sometimes run hot. It's only natural. That's when Armin steps in. Quite majestic, isn't it? The pride of Lord Bacaro Veloise. He's shown such generosity by opening his doors to the wounded. I don't know much about the building itself, but I can't imagine a more beautiful place to work. Lord Bacaro leads the Society of the Steadfast. They're a philanthropic group that wants to bring the Three Banners War to an end. While they work toward peace, they try to ease the suffering it causes. Our work at the manor is part of that. Lord Bacaro believes, and I agree, that living alongside the enemy dulls hatreds. These soldiers share stories, heal together, eat at the same table. Hopefully our hospice plants seeds that will someday bloom into peace. I'm one of the menders who works for our master healer, Alexis Verlaine. Mostly I dress wounds and dispense herbs. I suppose I provide some comfort as well. I like this work. Working for such a noble goal is quite rewarding.
I heard the daughter is so distraught she's refusing to leave her rooms. So exciting.
Scandalous. No doubt Isabel is beside herself. Poor girls.
What brings you to our tourney grounds here at Castle Navir? Oh, never mind that. Have you heard the latest? The Knight Commander has offered her daughter's hand in marriage to the Sapphire tourney winner. Everyone's aghast. Well, Aurelia has been the most desirable hand on High Isle for years, but no one thought she'd ever commit to a match. Seems the Commander has forced the issue. Oh no, that would be a slap in the face to her mother. And Aurelia's such a good girl. More scandal. Her friend Isobel is a participant in the tourney. She's sworn to free Aurelia from her mother's promise. I can't wait to find out what happens. If you help Isobel win the tournament, she could agree to marry Aurelia, then free her from the shortest engagement in history. Delicious! If you want to know more, look for a sad young woman near the tourney grounds, or look for her best friend and protector, Isobel Veloise, a much more stern woman, no doubt, hovering nearby.
Do come back and let us, Ramard, know how poor, sweet Aurelia is faring. Imagine being pursued by both Langley Letard and Mortense Brunel. How exciting.
What do you want?
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll figure something out. I always do.
I don't know what I'd do without Isabel.
I'm sorry, this isn't the best time. My friend Aurelia has a bit of a problem. Her mother has promised her hand in marriage, and I need to get her out of it. Somehow. Actually, you look quite capable. Would you mind lending me a hand? Apologies. My name is Isobel Veloise. I'm an aspirant in the Sapphire tourney, a proving ground for squires looking to join the knightly orders. Aurelia's mother is Knight Commander and, brashly offered her daughter's hand as a prize. Well, normally, aspirants only compete in one of the trials. If I can win all three, the Knight Commander will be compelled to grant a boon of my choosing. I can free Aurelia from her mother's promise. What do you say? Will you be my second? I'm sorry, this isn't the best time. Apologies. Well, normally, aspirants only compete in... The 8 must have me in their hearts. My second just left my service, and here I was thinking I'd have to do it alone. All right, There are 3 nightly orders here on the Isle. Let's decide what task to tackle first. The 8 must have me in their hearts. My second just left my service. The people of the Sisters take pride in our knights, the same as anywhere in High Rock. The Sapphire Tourney hosts 3 orders: the Iron Knot, the Oaken Order, and the Order of the Albatross. The 8 must have me in. The people of the Sisters, they're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the Iron Knot is the most traditional of the Sapphire Orders. Our trial will be to find the hilt from a lost sword called Red Heart. It was the blade of the first Duke Dufort. Somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts, the hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot. My last squire, Burjo, suggested we hit the castle library to get an idea of where to start looking. 8 above help me. They're artists and sailors, singers, bards, and pirates all. Brave, swashbuckling warriors that make you recite poetry. Ghastly stuff. No, thankfully. Our trial will be to reclaim the gilded loot of Captain Brenvale. The story goes that he went down into the castle crypts years ago, hoping to use song and steel to subdue a spirit. He never returned. Hopefully we'll do better. Oaken Knights tend to be battle mages, conjurers, and support spellcasters. Their power stems from High Isle's strong tradition of druidic magic. Our trial will be to convince an elder to give us a staff, a symbol of their order. I'm guessing it won't be that straightforward, but who knows? There's a way shrine near the Coral River to the east. I'll meet you there, and we can make for the site of the trial. They're martial warriors, and somewhere on these lands, before they belong. Let's meet up at the castle library in the Knight's Wing. I've spent many an hour there studying up on monsters, history, and healing. My only complaint is there aren't a lot of novels. Of course. Drake, I'm sorry. I bet I came on a little strong. I've spent months preparing for the tourney, and now the commander's pronouncement has sent me adrift. I'll be all right. What would you like to know? Sorry. It's a curse I picked up from my dad. A word from the old druid tongue that's been co-opted for common folk. I sort of grew up here at the castle, and it's a little more acceptable than the curses the dockhands use, so I use it. Aurelia and I grew up together. We've been close since we were very young, and, well, I can't stand the thought of her marrying one of the other aspirants. Especially Morton's. My goodness, what a dreary man. Nope. The tourney is only called every few years, as schedule and aspirants allow. The commander wants to make sure there are enough people in the mix to make it a challenge. And the orders are only so large on High Isle, as you might imagine. I'm not sure how Tamsfolk tourneys work, but here each order sets a challenge. Attempting the challenge for an order marks you in good standing, and each order only chooses 1 or 2 aspirants for knighthood. It's fairly competitive as a result. I'm not a knight just yet. That's why I'm in the tourney. I was a squire for years before I became an aspirant. You don't want to know how many stalls I've cleaned. The tourney gives me a chance to prove my worth to the orders, you see. That's a handsome question. I wish I had an answer for you. I can see ways that I'd be a good fit for either the Oaken Order or the Iron Knot. Maybe even the Order of the Albatross. That's a problem for Day's End, Isobel to face. Go on, I'll catch up with you at the castle's library. It's easy to find. Big room, full of books. Can't miss it.
You're going to help us. Oh, the 8 bless you.
Hello. If you're looking for the Knight Commander, the office is just down the hall.
There you are. Let's see if we can unearth the past, shall we? People left books open all over the place. How rude. What was that one about? I found something about crop rotation. Exciting. Find anything promising? Let's chat. The book was already open. I bet my old second Burjo offered the same advice he gave me to aspirant Langley. Drake! Let's see. You're right. Looks like the Duforts had a holdfast there, before they became nobles. Oh wait! I know this place. It's an old ruin off to the east. Aurelia and I used to pretend it was a witch's lair when we were young. Well, in my defense, I didn't know it was owned by the Duforts when we played there as kids. We also didn't go looking for knightly relics, which now I wish we had. There aren't really roads back there, but I remember a nice wide path we can take. I'll mark your map. Maybe if we hurry, we can beat Burjo and Langley to the ruin. I'll see you there. I'm hoping we can beat the other aspirants to the hilt. Each of the captains have their own view on how to earn honor. I've heard stories that the Iron Knot's captain, Orlfeth, has slain trolls twice her size. So just swinging a sword won't impress her. She wants warriors that can think as well as fight. That's a funny thought. I don't think so, but we can ask her. The hilt itself is classic Iron Knot, a historic trophy from a mighty warrior who fell in single combat at a crucial battle and changed history with his blade.
This makes no sense at all. Shorebirds of the Sisters should be shelved right here. Who in the world would have moved it?
Oh, Madame Veloise, you're too late. I'm here first, you cannot pass through.
I guess what he said. Sorry, Isabel.
Hurry up, will you, lad? I'll need sustenance forthwith, and you don't have much time to make me a meal.
Second, over here.
You and Isabel should just run along. Leave the tourney trials to aspirants of stature. Aspirants such as myself, of course. Are you going to lecture me, Langley Latart, about knightly behavior? I think not. I hold no grudge towards Isabel, but this is a competition, not a garden party. My second and I were here first. I would lose the advantage of having gotten here first. I see no reason to hinder my trial just because you think it would be nice of me to do so. Now, run along. I've work to do. Bergeau, put some muscle behind that swing! Right now, I should say, those trees are blocking the path. I, Langley Latart, arrived here first. My faithful second shall aid me in removing the trees. Then we shall proceed into the woods. I was here first, I should note. Look at me. I am large, I am muscular, and well-trained. If Isabel and I were to come to blows, I would likely trounce her. That would upset my lovely bride-to-be, Lady Aurelia. Well, that is a shame. But the Knight Commander herself offered Aurelia's hand. She is honor-bound to keep that promise. I don't want to boast, but I will be an exceptional knight. With Lady Aurelia's connections, we would be perfection.
Shove off then. This road is mine.
It's not worth a row with Langley over who can search the woods first. I'd best him easily, don't get me wrong. But blatant fighting between aspirants is frowned upon. Doesn't matter. I have an idea. Langley's first and last thoughts every day are about himself. He'll have Burjo working on moving those trees. Well, until he gets bored. So let's just go around. Remember, Aurelia and I used to play up by the ruin. There's a path around the rise to the east. Let's go carefully, though. We stopped playing up there when a Fawn warband moved in.
Langley says that chopping wood will build up muscle. That way I can wield a broadsword.
Here it is, just like I remembered, by the curved tree. The ruin should be at the top of the rise. Let's find that hilt. That's it! Come on, let's get out of here before Langley and Burjo arrive.
Careful there, Squire! Don't let the branches snap back! You've scratched my armor! That hilt must be around here somewhere. Get to work!
I'm not sure it's chivalrous of me, but I hope that ours wastes the rest of the day looking for that hilt. We did it! Red Heart's hilt! As a knight aspirant, I know I should wish all of my competitors equally good luck. But Stendar, forgive me. I hope Langley gets bitten by every mosquito out here. I am. I assumed the Iron Knot trial would be all about swordplay and martial skill. Maybe horse riding. Horses and I don't like each other much. Anyway, I'm actually quite pleased how we did. Let's move on. Eight above help me. They're artists and sailors, singers, bards, and pirates all. No, thankfully. We can meet up at the Navir Chapel. The entrance to the catacombs is in there. Eight, give me strength. Of all the sneaky, dishonest... We've got a small hitch in this rope. The key to the catacombs entrance is usually right near the door. But someone took it. Drake, I hope not. The idea of aspirants trying to directly sabotage each other doesn't sit well with me. And I see that look in your eye. No lockpicking. But buff my plates, we still need that key. Yes, let's split up. I'll go speak to the castle stewards, and you head for the offices of the Knight Commander. We can meet back here. Stendar willing, one of us will have some luck. I still can't believe someone took the key. So childish. I bet it's Morton's. Morton's. I mean, they're not real pirates. They're knights who ride the waves instead of horses. And sing. By the gods, do they sing. There's an old joke around the castle that they're called the Order of the Albatross because they're so damned loud. Yes, a golden lute. The story goes that some years back, the head of the order, Sir Brenvale, went down to clear the catacombs of a mad spirit. I think it was some Dufort noble? I'm not sure who, but Sir Brenvale never returned. I'll be honest, this is one order I'm not likely to join. They're an odd group. But it kind of makes sense. Just think of them as something like chivalric bards. They're constantly on the hunt for new adventures, new tales to tell. Let's meet back inside the chapel. The catacombs entrance is down the stairs.
Oh, Mother. How could you do this to me? Thank you for assisting Isobel. I'm so grateful to you both. Aspirant Mortons came by not that long ago and told me he already had a honeymoon trip planned. The audacity! Oh, one of the other knights probably took it or hid it. Cheating! Isobel will not like that. One of my mother's aides might have one. It's good she sent you to ask, though. Best she avoids the Night's Wing for now. She and I have been friends since we were very young. Knowing Izzy, she'll want to avoid even rumors she appealed to my mother for help. I'd start by asking Dame Hendra. Nilsman might have a key as well. Good luck finding that key.
I heard that they discovered a light of Meridia floating above the Library of Dusk.
If you don't have an appointment to meet with Commander Jorvel, make one. She's busy, as am I. The Nord over there can make the appointment for you. If he's not writing and I'm looking for a posting more interesting than pushing papers for Knight Commander Jorvel, or playing politics with snooty nobles. Tell me, why should I give a key to the first peasant who comes wandering in off the lawn? A bribe? How unexpected. Most people I have to deal with would rather get snippy and tell the commander about how rude I am. All because I can't be arsed to be obsequious. Refreshing. Here's a key. Try not to get killed down there.
I hope you've had better luck than I did. The stewards were no help at all.
You've got a key? Wonderful!
Alright, let's see if we can find that fancy loot. Sir Brenville probably made it deep into the crypt. These catacombs have been built up over generations. Might be a bit twisty down here. It's Isobel Veloise, Mortons. I'm here with my second. We'll try to help you.
Whoever you are, I was here first. You gotta hang back. Tourney honor demands it. No, I'm hiding. I have a bit of a fear of spiders, you see. In my defense, I made it past a bunch of the smaller ones, but I lost... Just a moment! You won't get very far without the key to the deep crypts, which I just happen to have. Ha! I tell you what. When that thing surprised me, I may have dropped my sword. Return it to me, and I'll slip you the key. What do you think? Guys, it's such a pity to have to pull up on this task. Lady Aurelia is a treasure. Lovely to look at, and so well connected.
got his sword.
Is that you all with my sword? Or a spider? If you're a spider, please Oh, you're back. How lovely. Did you manage to find my sword? Ah, very good. You know, I've always said that Isabel was a fair hand. Never doubted you for a moment. Here's your key. The door to the deep crypt should be off the main chamber east of here. Yes, well, we're both sporting. Well done all around. And perhaps you won't mention this when telling the tale of your trial? There, and well played. Good luck to you both.
I've never been this far into the catacombs. What a story this will make. They say that Sir Brenvale died at the hands of a ghost. The old Mad Duke. Ugh, gives me the shivers.
Take your fingers! Vengeance for Mother's treachery!
Look! I think that's the loot! Oh. And that must be what remains of... We've got it! Drake, let's get out of here.
La! At last, someone has retrieved my gilded loot. Come, follow me, away from this place. That ghastly mad spirit may return anon. Hark! I shall serenade you on your way. Oh, Sir Brenvale did enter these halls with a heart full of song. La! It did not take him long to hear the spirit's calls. Oh! He met the Mad Duke in combat. Oh ho! And they danced with swords all night long. La! Alas, Brenvale's skill was all for naught, and the quest went all awrong. Oh! And now, you know the end of the tale. Oh ho! This is where I bid you. Sir Brenvale, the golden-voiced, the silver-tongued, once the head of the Order of the Albatross, at your service. Oh, gentlefolk. Of course they did, good chaps. And of course, I was one of the Order's most renowned composers. They no doubt wish to put my beautiful gilded lute in a place of honor. Ah, yes, I'm sure when I did not return, there were many a fair damsel who wept inconsolable tears. After all, once you hear my voice raised in song to know the voice of Sir Brenville the Golden was silenced. The tragedy. Of course, I commend your efforts. Please let the rest of the Order know that I, Sir Brenville the Golden, shall now depart this plane at last. My next performance will be in the great theaters of Aetherius. Adieu. Farewell, farewell.
Ah, fresh air. Those catacombs were musty as a crypt. Not quite how I imagined that would go. But we faced the Mad Duke, walked with the spirit of Sir Brenvale, and lived to tell the tale. I'm sure the Order will approve. Good, except for the make up a poem or sing a song about it part coming at the end of the tourney. That I'm less excited about. Oaken Knights tend to be battle mages, conjurers, and support spellcasters. Their power... I'm guessing it won't be that straight. I'll meet you near the old Way Shrine just up the road. Ugh, I thought I heard Sneg yelling in the distance. He's another aspirant, and a complete donkey's arse. Never mind him, we're on a quest! So we have a bit of a leg up on this one. The Elder is a wizard named Erlebrew. He's actually a friend of my father's. He used to tell me stories when I was young. Funny little man. I would never! Stealing is, well, unknightly. Knowing Erlebrew, the challenge will be more about thinking and reason than magic or subterfuge. Right. If I remember correctly, I think he lives in a little grotto to the south, near the coast. He likes his privacy, our Oaken Elder. I suppose in the stories, knights are usually all swords and glory, but the druids have been here forever, practically. Every kid in the Sisters grows up knowing a little bit about runes and nature and the true way. I think they used to be, but no, these days anyone can join. Even non-mages who want to learn the ways of Ifre. Just another little quirk of life on High Isle.
Get behind me, squires! Sneg was here first! Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late. A wizard's magic is no match for the strength and honor of this aspirant. For honor!
Alright, seems like the direct approach won't work here.
I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Oh dear. Sneg and... Erlebrew doesn't go easy on aspirants, it seems. I think the trick to this... a bird. Looks like a forest heron, perhaps.
that branch there? Representing Spriggans, maybe? A cat's paw.
That old man. I know exactly how to bring down the barrier. He's lifted the pillars and the symbols from a story he told me as a child. Almost exactly. A wise old sage puts up a barrier around his home. He's trying to protect a little girl he's raising from a fearsome dark knight. She grows up to be a mighty warrior, but the sage makes her figure a way out of the sacred grove. In the tale, the symbols on the pillars held the key. Like the cat there. A cat's paw is a pretty little flower that grows in shady forests. And that bird looks like a forest heron. I'd bet anything we need one of their feathers. I've seen it before. It's a druidic symbol for Spriggans. In the tale, she befriended one that lived in the grove. She wore a Spriggan's veil, a wreath of leaves they shed every year. Here, if you can find the items, I'll guard our spot.
Oh, I need a nap. Maybe find a nice sunny spot somewhere and close my eyes for a bit.
My head hurts. My back hurts. That barrier packed a powerful punch. Stupid wizards.
You're back, carrying feathers and branches and flowers, I hope. Looks like you found them. Just place them on the pillars there. That should lower the wards. Cat's paw. Beautiful. Majestic birds. Right up until you're cleaning scat off the docks. That did it! Can you talk to him? I'm all sweaty.
Oh, hello then. Figured out my barrier, did you? And is that little Izzy I see back there? Oh, yes, yes, yes. I hoped it would be her. She remembered the tale of Myriad la Courageuse, eh? So nice you two could come out there. Usually it's just me and the forest spirits these days. Of course not. Solve the puzzle, take the staff. That's the idea, right? What's out back leaning against the cottage? Enjoying good health, second. Off you go then, and be careful where you put that thing. That staff's like me. It might be old, but it can still zap the ears off a rabbit if you aren't careful. Oh, no, 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 that would be wildly inappropriate. I pulled this challenge directly from the pages of one of my favorite books. Who can blame me? I'm a daffy old wizard. Come here, lass. No need to dawdle near the door like you're still a squire.
Thank you, you old goat. Still thinking of me all these years later. We've got the staff! The moment I heard Erlebrew was representing the Order, I knew we might have a shot. Well done. I am. Those stories Erlebrew told me when I was little, they're a part of why I'm in the tourney today. And I won't lie, it's nice to know he still cares about me. Strange, lovely man. Let's move on. All that's left is to present the trophies. Everyone will be gathered at the tourney pavilion. I'm excited. And nervous. I get a bit uncomfortable being the center of attention. Here, meet me on the jousting grounds. We'll head in together.
I'd better go and take my place.
Please tell me you've good news. I saw Sir Langley stomping around in a temper. He's got a whopper of a bruise, too. Oh, I do hope my Isabel didn't punch him. She's not usually the punching sort, but he is such a, well, a ninny.
I think my nerves are as settled as they're going to be. I get more anxious doing formal things like this than I do fighting werewolves. Come on, Izzy. Deep breaths. We walk in, and the tourney herald announces us. I go forward and claim the trophies. As my second, you have the honor of displaying each of them as I call them out. Oh, and most important, don't start laughing when I recite a poem. It's tradition, Stendar help me. The Order of the Albatross requires it. Having you do this with me was more than helpful. You've been a calm and steady influence. A real partnership. Thank you. Let's just follow me. The sooner we start, the sooner it's over.
What do you want?
Lords and ladies, men and mer, a knight aspirant approaches the stage. Lady Isobel Veloise.
Let's get things started.
Proceed, madam. Your second may present any trophies you have won.
Together, we found the hilt of blade Redheart, lost in a battle long ago. This we present to the Order of the Iron Knot.
Well done, Aspirant Veloise.
To the Order of the Albatross, we present the gilded lute of Sir Brenvale.
Wonderful. Now, perhaps we could hear a poem or ditty about the adventure, Aspirant.
The lute of gold did gather mold, lost for many years. I cannot lie, Brenvale did die, tripping on a tomb. And finally, we present the Oaken Order with the Staff of the Wild Woods, after solving the wizard Erlebru's puzzle.
The Oaken Order commends you, Aspirant.
Aspirant Veloise, claiming all 3 trophies makes you the champion of the Sapphire Tourney. Come, you have earned a boon from your commander. From this day forward, you are a knight of High Isle. Be brave, courteous, loyal, and act with honor. Arise, Dame Isobel Veloise.
Lord Commander, I know what my boon will be. You may know as well. Please release Aurelia from the promise you made. Allow her to make her own choice to marry or not, as she sees fit.
I cannot deny such a selfless boon. Aurelia is free to make her own choices, within reason.
Oh, thank the 8.
Dame Isobel, I am deeply impressed. I wish to speak with you and your second. Find me in my office at your convenience.
I couldn't have done this without you. Let's see what the commander has to say before I thank you myself.
I always knew them Palingers were up to no good. Well done.
did well, Isobel. It seems as though your second was a great boon to you today. Second, step forward. I'd like to speak to you.
Oh, she was amazing! I am so proud of you. Dame Isobel. What a nice ring to it.
They're far more than a mere second, Commander.
I've known Isobel, Dame Isobel, for many years. It was encouraging to see her push herself like this. I believe your able assistants may have also played a part? Well, I believe a knight should not be measured by the worth of their weapon, but by the allies they keep. The Knights of High Isle pride ourselves on our courtesy, and I personally always wish to honor good people. For acting as Dame Isobel's second during this year's Sapphire tourney, I want to formally extend my thanks, as both Knight Commander and as a mother.
What a day. I suppose that just shows what determination can get you. When the tourney began, Aurelia was in the depths of despair. I was struggling. And now look at us. Thank you. Take the credit you're due. You kept me focused, gave me a sounding board, and most importantly, I knew whatever happened, I wasn't alone. I can't tell you, I still can't get used to it. Dame Isobel Veloise. I dreamed about wearing shining armor, riding a valiant steed. So far it's been crypts, creatures, and a lot of running around. I've loved every moment, except maybe the poetry part. I've been thinking. I have a place here on High Isle, but I think I want to expand my horizons. I would like to see more, do more, learn more. If you could use a strong and loyal knight of High Isle in your travels, I'm up for anything. If you'll excuse me, I have to get my things. I want to get ready for adventure.
I'm sorry, Mother, but you didn't break your word. And I didn't get stuck having breakfast across from Morton's or Langley. Ugh.
I think things have turned out just the way they should have. Just be ready to see Isobel less often, dear. A page has turned on our little story.
I am your shield. My blade is yours. Of course. What did you want to discuss? I wouldn't have offered you my service if I didn't trust you, my friend. A knight's word is her bond. Ready to write the next chapter of our tale? How can I help?